Last one we're going to talk about here today, Nebraska playing in Cincinnati at Arrowhead. Nebraska is favored by 7. That's a whole touchdown. Cincinnati started the season 5-2 last year, dropped their last 5 games. They finished 5-7. Nebraska getting a lot of buzz this year. The over and win total is a little bit higher than it has been in previous years. Dylan Raiola is their best quarterback. It's probably the best offense that we've seen Nebraska field in maybe a decade, right?
It's a Taylor Martinez.
Yeah, but will that translate to wins? And how good actually is Cincinnati? Because I don't think people really know the answer to that question, or casually. I don't think people necessarily know the answer to that question. I don't think Cincinnati's that bad, right? You got a coach here who's, we'll call him on the hot seat, all right? We'll call it as it is. He's definitely in a situation where he needs to make bowl games, and he needs to start winning more games. I think their over-under win total is at 6.5. You got a really nice quarterback in Brendan Sorsby that you like a lot. The wide receiver room, Xavier Henderson was really good for you. But then other than that, bringing this new set of transfers, you got some serious speed, you've got experience, and you've got production from Cyrus Allen, Caleb Goody, Jeff Caldwell. One big reason too that this team kind of fell apart was like injuries. Defensive line wise, you get Jalen Hunt and Micah Coleman back. And how about a Dante Corleone that's not dealing with blood clots just a couple weeks before the season starts? So you kind of get this refreshed, revamped up defensive line. And then, of course, they went in the portal to kind of supplement some stuff. There were some issues for them, but they definitely have a lot of pieces there. Like, I don't think Cincinnati's bad, guys. A touchdown is a lot. I'll take Nebraska to win, but I'll take the points with Cincinnati. I'll take them +7 here. This could just be a classic neutral site all-timer week 1. Fourth quarter drive by Dylan Raiola. They kick field goal to win the game. That's the kind of stuff that I'm envisioning here. In Cincinnati, are we forgetting that Tommy Walker and Evan Pryor are their running backs as well for a team that has run the ball so effectively these last couple of years and an offensive line that I do not dislike. So all I'm going to say is I kind of like Cincinnati here +7. Not enough for it'll be in my best bets, but I'll try to middle it right there. Nebraska to win, Cincinnati cover +7. What say you?
Yeah, I love the points you brought up about Cincinnati. They won some nice transfer portal battles to get some guys. So you mentioned Tommy Walker, Joe Cotton playing tackle for him was a guy a lot of people wanted. Matthew McDoom, the corner from Coastal, I think is a really good football player, and could do some fun things with his versatility back there and his playmaking in that second level or the third level of your defense. Plus, Sorsby's back. I mean, I've been trying to push the Brendan Sorsby narrative, trying to push it. He was up and down last year, his first full year being the starter at Cincinnati. I do like this Cincinnati team. I think Nebraska comes out and takes care of business here. I will lay 7 with them. It moves to 7.5. That would make me a little bit more concerned, a lot more concerned, obviously. And I know, stop me if you've heard me say it before, or you've heard, Nebraska having offseason hype. This is the year they put it together. I think this feels a lot different than what it's been. I've been the guy that's been, hold on a minute, let's pump the brakes on Nebraska year in and year out. Let's wait before we just oogle and ogle about some of the talent on this team and whatever it may be. I think Matt Rule's like a legit good coach, borderline great coach, and we'll get a lot out of this team. I do worry about the defensive staff changeover. I do worry potentially if you do have those guys, Tommy Walker and the kid from Pryor, the kid from Ohio State, really getting after you. Right, that could be concerning, especially keeping Dylan Raiola off the field, keeping them in kind of push mode. But I like the portal additions Nebraska had. I think they're going to be really fun. I think this is to me feels like a much bigger game for Nebraska than it does for Cincinnati. Obviously, Cincinnati wants to win this game and they want to win it bad. They would love to show up Nebraska on Thursday night, right, in front of the whole world. But I just think Nebraska's going to play with some urgency. I think they're going to play with consistency. You got Holgerson in his first full game as the full offensive coordinator. Him and Raiola, I think he'll do some special things. It's a good spot for Nebraska to be in here. Give me Nebraska -7.